Hello and namaste. This video's intention is to show you a sequence of warm-ups to open up your shoulders and your neck as well to prepare you for any postures that you might want to explore that require that openness across the chest and freedom of movement in the neck. So just follow along. It's going to be guided and there'll be different options also suggested for your home practice. And thank you again for taking some time out of your day and sharing this practice with me. Take a few moments, just find a comfortable seat, just set your intention, what energy you want to cultivate. Take a moment just to honor this moment, this space of creating time for you, telling yourself that you are worthy of love. Take a couple deep breaths here, breathing in and out. You can let the palms relax down on the thighs. My inhale, just shrug the shoulders up, and exhale, let them slide down and back a few times. Inhaling and exhaling. And one more inhale and exhale. And then bringing the fingertips to the acromion process, where sort of the shoulder joint, clavicle bone meet here. Elbows start nice and wide. Here, think about bringing the elbows back, bring the backs of the palms together behind the skull. Inhale. And as you exhale, circle the elbows forward so they touch. Some may not touch, and that's okay. You're just working them in that direction. And letting the elbows sweep down. Circle behind you, palms touch. Inhale. And exhale. And just work at your own pace, breathing through this. In the seated posture, if you start to notice your low back starting to hurt, make sure you're engaging that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha. And just continue to breathe here, working as quickly or slowly as you need to, working with as much range as your body is ready and willing to go. One more full breath here. And then elbows forward, bring them about shoulder width distance, open up the arms, and start to roll out the wrists, roll out the elbows, shoulders. I don't know if the video is that good where it can actually hear what I'm hearing. Lubricating those joints, just kind of imagine that you're taking some swims here, big swims. And then letting those arms open up nice and wide so you're really flexing through those fingers, spreading them nice and wide, opening them up, and then tight little circles here, making sure to engage that Uddiyana Bandha, Mula Bandha. So Uddiyana Bandha is just that 2 inches below the navel, and it means flying upwards. So you're drawing that in toward your spine, and you're letting it rise up to the heart. The Mula Bandha is the space of the perineum between the rectum and sex organs. You want to engage that pelvic floor area. And then we can soften the arms here, soften so that the wrists are a little bit more relaxed, and just reverse those circles here, working the opposite direction. You might start to sense the weight of your arms here. That's good. Breathe through it. Use that pranic energy. Let it fuel you here. Use your intention. You're worthy of this effort. You're ready. You're willing. You're here. Good. And then from here, arms should feel nice and heavy. Flip the palms up towards the sky. Reach those arms up. Give it a nice full breath here. Reach. Let your sternum lift, and then exhale, just let gravity take your arms. And then taking a moment just to recover the strength of your arms here. And this is good to do if you're doing some arm balancing practices. Whenever the arms start to feel fatigued, come into a child's pose, just let the arms extend. folding belly over thighs, forehead connects. You can always open up your knees a little bit wider here, let your hips sway a bit, let your forehead roll. Let the chest just fall down towards the mat. And from here, we're going to come onto all fours, coming onto your hands and knees. So from your hands and knees, spread your fingers nice and wide, making sure you're engaging in your core here. Finger pads pressing, you can align so when you're placing your palms down that the index finger faces towards the front edge of your mat. Your fingers are really spread wide. You might just take a few moments here shifting one arm to the next like you're a cat kind of kneading into that soft area of your mat here. You can invite in any little micro movements that might feel good. Most importantly, just make sure you're staying connected to that sense of your breath. And then just grounding down through all fours, engaging the core here. Slight softness in the elbows. So if you bend your elbow, elbows are going to draw in towards the body versus out away. So you want the elbows to kind of slightly bend in. Shoulders start to press away from the ears. Scapula starts to hug in toward the spine here. Scoop that belly in so you have still a nice kind of flat back, reaching crown from sits bones here. And as you inhale, we're going to lift the head, lift the tailbone, soften those elbows even further to really sense that sternum drawing forward and up. Exhale, rounding the spine, making sure your hips don't end up taking you back, but shoulders stay over wrists here. And just flow here, inhaling as we lift. Suspend the breath, exhale. Squeeze the breath out, hold the breath out. Just try that a few times on your own, inhaling and exhaling, taking your time. Feeling all those beautiful sensations in the body. Adding any little micro movements here, head movements, circling head and tail. If you're feeling a little tired in the arms, again, you can always rest back in that child's pose here. If you're feeling tired in the wrists, making sure to distribute that weight forward onto the finger pads, but if that doesn't do the trick, you can always come up onto your fists as well here. Making sure thumbs are not tucked inside of the fingers, but they're on the top. Maybe just a few more cat-cows at your own pace. Feeling that lovely warmth, that heat. And then we're just going to come back to a comfortable seated posture for you. And for this one, you're just going to let yourself sit up nice and tall. If it's a Kriya, so we're going to do it for about 2 minutes here. And if you start to sense that you're getting tired, you can always use your hands to kind of push into your thighs, and that might help. But if you decide you can't go the full 2 minutes, if it's causing you pain, you can always stop and join back in when you're ready. But just do the best you can. Try to replace those negative thought patterns with the more positive of, yes, I can, yes, I can. So, and you might surprise yourself by just what you can do. So what we do is we inhale, shrug the shoulders up, and exhale, just let them drop. And that's with strong breath. It looks like this. And you can go quicker, or you can also take it a little slower. So let's begin. Good, keep going. Remember to engage that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, especially if you're sensing tiredness. Remember to tell yourself, yes, you can. Smile your way through it. Good, halfway there. One more full minute to go. Keep going. Good, about 15 more seconds to go. See if you can make it a little bit quicker. Inhale, hold the shoulders up. Make your face tight. Squeeze that Mula Bandha, Uddiyana Bandha, and then exhale, everything relax. And let's just sit full minute.